how do you feel about a grown-ass son calling his mom morning, noon, night, multiple times a day?
I think the question more is like, how are you going to feel when she stops answering? Because we're getting to the cookies now. And also, how are you going to feel when you have to start calling me daddy?
Yeah.
Like, that's the real question.
Hit the line, what's the tea? They talk about everything. Rolls on, I'm calling my mom. Paul is here, Barb too, and they talk about everything. Rolls on, I'm calling my mom.
It's the Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom podcast with our 2-part matchmaking game where we were supposed to find 6 bountiful, handsome, dazzling men for Barb to do her matchmaking 2-parter with. And I promised the audience that we were going to get 6 individuals. We were talking to many different matchmaking services and people who were matchmakers. And unfortunately, we only came up with 2. But please welcome to the Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom podcast, my co-host and the star of the season, Barb. Hi, Barb.
Hi.
Barb's going through it. She's feeling everybody a little discouraged and down because, I said, and maybe I put my foot in my mouth as her son, setting the expectations too high, that we were going to get 6 dashing gentlemen suitors to come on the podcast and be able to take part in this matchmaking game that I had planned, and only 2 came through the pipeline. And I feel like the whole point of this podcast, of the season, was to really uplift my mom and make her feel good about herself as we were getting her back out into the dating field, and she was excited. And all the matchmaking services that I worked with and the gentlemen that I was speaking to and the connections that I was making to bring some of these potential men on all fell flat, except 2, which I will say 2 very handsome gentlemen suitors that we appreciate them coming on.
We do.
But I think my mom is feeling now a little defeated and discouraged. Like she's taking this as something's wrong with her, and it's not, Mom. It's not.
No, I know. It just kind of, it was like I was in and then here we are. So maybe it's just the karma telling me something.
What do you mean? It's not karma.
Not
What do you think?
karma,
You just
but
think you deserve you don't deserve. She thinks she doesn't deserve love. She told me all this before she came on. She's playing 2. She's now being insecure. She's thinking that she's not beautiful enough, that she's not special enough. And what I meant to do this whole season was to uplift my mom and do this. And I feel like I've disappointed her. And I felt
no, you didn't disappoint me. You're not the one who disappointed me.
no, but I promised something
was-
maybe that was too big to bite off.
Yeah, but it doesn't. You didn't disappoint.
I could have kept looking at other matchmakers and other
It
people.
It just wasn't going.
So
The vibe just wasn't. I don't know.
well, I'm disappointed in myself because I really wanted you to find maybe a potentially Mr. Right, and it
just wasn't meant to be right. That's what I'm saying. Just wasn't meant.
I know, but you internalized it, like, on the phone, you were saying you thought like it's because you're not pretty enough or you don't have this or that. And is that why people didn't come knocking on the door to come in and do this?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Maybe Lisa was right. Like maybe, maybe the picture with the drink wasn't the right thing or my cheerleading pose. Like whatever. I'm done.
No, you just got started.
Yeah, I'm just done. I'm just done. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just going to be single. I'm just done.
No.
I'll just be with my boys. Sorry, that's just the way it's going to be, and I'm over it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel that way. This was supposed to be an uplifting, powerful experience.
No, I think it's taught me a lesson, and the lesson
But you're
is
rethinking putting yourself out there?
Of course.
No.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good.
See, this is a domino effect. I didn't get the right amount of men. The men didn't come in. Now that makes you spiral and think that there's something wrong with you. And then I feel bad
Well,
about
I mean, why weren't they coming? So there has to be, I need to do more work or something's just
No,
not
girl,
there.
you're
And
a bad
I'm
you're a
just,
bad fucking bitch, mom. That has nothing to do with it. And also, you don't want some measly guy who's intimidated by someone with pure beauty, who loves her kids, who's a single mom who works 3 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. Is that, I don't know if I'm trying to add humor to this. Was that correct? I don't, was it 2 jobs or 3 that Reba worked?
2 jobs who work too hard, who
Was
never
it 3
stop.
was it 3 jobs or 2 jobs?
2 jobs. Yeah.
She's a
I'm
single
just gonna
mom who
take
works 2
2
2
jobs.
jobs.
I'm just gonna yep, that's me. That's gonna be, I'm gonna take Reba's song as my theme song now.
No, but I don't want you to feel defeated, because this was all supposed to be about a confidence booster to show you that you can do it. And despite all of this, whether you're upset and feeling unlovable right now, which I love you and I don't want you to feel that way.
I know.
But you know what this taught you?
What?
Is that you're fucking fearless, bitch. And you put yourself out there and you got on a motherfucking podcast with your son, opening up to the world about who you are as a woman, as a mom, finding yourself, that you're
And where to
resilient.
get me? Where to get me?
It got you here. It got you that girl a year ago would not have done.
All right. I'll
And you
take
know
that.
what? And maybe you weren't supposed to find Mr. Right on this podcast, but maybe guess what? Susie, who's listening in Delaware right now, maybe she's got a nice Tom, Dick, or Harry around the corner, and she hears the episode and they slide into the Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom podcast at gmail.com, and we can find somebody, right? Maybe this was just
Yeah, maybe
this was just a passageway to get you to the next place.
okay.
That's how I'm looking at it, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want you going into this sad place. I'm going to pick my girl up because she is never at rock bottom. She's always up. She's
Well, I
highly
thought I wasn't at rock bottom, but apparently this
she's
is what we got.
she's
So
highly favored and blessed, and we're going to remember that, and your face card is half of this, so we know it's good. And I don't want to hear anything that there's something wrong with you, because there's not. These men are just intimidated. Period.
is that what it is?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Are you bored? Do you want to yawn?
No, I'm upset.
Oh, I thought you were yawning. Listen, you just went on a podcast and explored dating with your now 33-year-old son.
You know what? You're right. Bitch, bye.
That's
Everybody
what I'm
bye.
saying. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You are lovable. Maybe he's just not at the time frame. And
It's just not the time. That's all I have to tell. It's not the time. I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
I
Maybe I
don't
just
think
need to enjoy life a little bit more by myself and F everybody else.
I think I learned something. I don't think you're ready. Yeah, I think you're a step closer, but I don't think you're ready. You know why I don't think you're ready? I'm going to talk some real shit right now, because I don't think you've done the self-work inside of you yet fully to love somebody else.
Maybe.
I do. And I think there's a reason and a timing of all of it that comes full circle when we're not expecting it. And I
Yes.
think right now we're like, in our feelings, but I think come full circle, we're going to be like, wow, this will make sense.
Yeah, I
And
agree with that. That's what I'm going with. I'm gonna try to be positive and just be like, it is what it is, and I'll get myself feeling better about myself. But other than that, that's just the way life is gonna be for right now. And when it'll happen, it'll happen.
I love
That's
you, mommy. I'm taking your picture. Hold on.
See, you can always make me laugh.
Listen, we're going to bounce back. We always do. This isn't a setback.
No.
This is a step up. But we're not going to totally throw everything to the wayside.
No,
We have
no.
2 gentlemen that have joined us on today's episode. We have Michael from the Bay Area, and we have Mr. Rich from the Los Angeles area, but he's a Texas boy, born and raised. So I know you have already seen these 2 gentlemen this week, but this will be the viewer's first time listening, hearing it, how you communicate it, what you liked about them. Maybe they can feel it out and, assess themselves to see if the chemistry was there. We're gonna wait till the end for you and I to fully dissect this as a unit and discuss that. But I'd like to welcome our first bachelor on today's episode. We're going to call this the Barbchelor. The Barbchelor.
That's
And
right.
we're going to have Michael join us So let's welcome Michael. And we have Michael welcoming him to the Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom podcast. And we're calling the segment the Barbchelor. So instead of the Bachelor, it's the Barbchelor. And we're happy to have you join us first to, give you kudos to even signing up to do this. I said, is in my book, like I'm giving you a 5-star approval just for willing to even engage in the ridiculousness. So
Absolutely.
Again, fun so far. I just didn't realize the dress code. I would have brought my onesie.
So
hopefully we'll have some merch we'll send in.
Yeah, we can send you a little care package. We can make you feel just right at home. Well, Michael, this is my mom, Barbara. Barbara, this is Michael.
Hi, Michael.
This is a little unorthodox, but in our world, this would be pretty normal. So
in real time, he would be at a table somewhere else while I was having coffee with somebody.
Exactly. We're here to make this fun, but also, to see if you're willing to date my mom. The whole package, which you can see comes with a lot. So, we want to go into the simple segment of, going through questions for you to answer. And then for my mom, she'll chime in with her thoughts. Then at the end, we would love for you to throw in any questions you may have and go from there. How does that sound?
Awesome. Let's go.
Love it. Michael's ready. All right, Michael. So we're going to go straight into it. Okay. So what is your credit score? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I wanted to ask you more about parenting, right? Are you more of a hands-on parent? Given that I'm here asking you about these things, shows how close me and my mom are. What is your parenting style?
You're talking about an adult child that I do not have, at least as of yet. I have no children.
You have no children?
Okay.
No children.
I love that. How many times have you been married, or if you've been married at all? My mom has been married once.
Zero.
Zero.
Oh,
all right. So you're
living the life.
You're ready to go.
I've been a career dude since I was able to drive a car.
So you've always been more career focused first.
Predominantly.
So would you ever be open to marriage now at this point?
Yes.
Okay. And I wanted to ask, diving more into my mom, this is more of her day to day. So now you can get a better feel as we navigate this. So this is a scenario that I would love for you to see how you would handle this. So my mom's sitting at home, right, alone on a Friday night. When she goes to turn on the TV, she's undecided by 3 movies to choose from. And this is a deal breaker. That's why I'm like, let's see how Michael answers. So these are the 3 movies, and which one are you willing to choose? Mission Impossible, Titanic, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, that's good. So you're not a serial killer, so you won't choose that one.
It gets the blood pumping. Titanic or Mission Impossible would be the next 2 on the list.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say which Mission Impossible, but I think they all rank pretty good. They would both be enjoyable movies. It comes down to the mood, the atmosphere, personality. I would enjoy watching both. I would lean towards the Mission Impossible just because I know it'd be a guaranteed popcorn eater, get into the rhythm, have fun.
Good answer, Michael. Good answer.
I was hoping you were going to choose that one because that is Barb's top.
Yeah.
If you ask my mom out, do you split the bill?
Oh, no.
Okay. I love that. No split. So how do you feel about that? Because I think in modern day world, we've had many talks about this. Yeah. People we believe if you ask somebody out, you split the bill. But a lot of people are like,
but I think our age group, that's we don't think of it that way.
In a dating atmosphere world, I'm going to be the man. That
check. We like that. That's a good answer. Check.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would I respect that. I like
Yeah,
that.
totally.
I don't know how you feel about the dating apps. We tried to get my mom out there, just to get her feet wet, prior to this. She's got some, crazy messages. And, one of them in particular that always stood out to me was that somebody requested that if they were to have like a sleepover, the man preferred for my mom to sleep on the side of the bed that his ex-wife slept on. We were a little taken aback by that. I wanted to ask, with that being said, do you have non-negotiables?
Gosh, I really don't think I have anything in that category of ick factor. The Habits of the Day was a cool little book that came out a while ago, and what I've been hammering on was that little disciplined habit of making the bed. I don't think I have any icky.
Well, that's a good sign. We love that. I mean, yeah, my mom said all that there. Yeah, she loves that. That's great. We love no icky habits.
Yeah, I like making the bed thing. I do that too. Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume, Michael, you're not a messy human. You seem pretty clean and tidy.
I'm more organized in my head than I am in real life. But I recognize where the self-improvement needs to be kicking gear, and I'm adopting little habits.
Listen, we love self-growth.
That's
It
right.
has no
That's
age
right.
limit. Has no age limit.
And what's it? The first thing is acknowledgement.
Yes, and self-awareness is key. That's what they say makes the most successful people, right?
Yeah, I will not scan down to my desk right now. I'll keep it up.
Yes, but it's a disorganized organized for you, right?
I know where it's at.
Exactly. It's disorganized organized. That's what I do.
I'm curious about, you've never been married. My mom's been married once. I think for my mom, speaking on her behalf, she has changed her perspective on what like marriage and relationships look like. How do you feel about specifically only seeing each other, like if you're dating on the weekends? Are you the type of guy that needs to see your significant other every day, every couple days? What does that look like for you?
I'm not a clingy mentality person. Space is valuable. You've got two people sharing time with each other, and there's that one of those rules of attraction. You become attracted by some of the differences, the nuances. Are you falling in love with the person you see in the mirror, or do you see something different in somebody else? So if you create this symbiosis type of thing where you just merge and there is no difference, that seems to turn into a little bit of a boring life, and each person has to have their own strengths, their own energies, and time away, so the time together is a little bit even more valuable than it was apart.
I love. We're giving that another green check. I love that answer.
I know.
That's a
We'll
good
give
one.
that 2 green
Yeah,
ones.
my mom said she wants to give it 2. There you go. Okay, we like this. Are you an emotional person? You seem so like deeply intelligent and stoic, but are you an emotional person? How do you operate? My mom's very emotional.
Not a bad emotional, like I'm
Yeah.
throwing things.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's clarify that. I'm not like
she's not hysterical.
Yeah.
She just is very in tune with her emotions.
I feel as if I am a whole person. I learned early on I was a Taurus the bull, just because as a boy, I'm Taurus the bull.
Wow. Okay. Michael, let me ask you, what is your ideal date? I mean, you seem like a real romantic human. What is your ideal date?
Well, at some point later in the evening, it winds up being, there's a great example is being in a city street or wherever it is where there's life during the day, and then at that time of the night, not rigorously planned, but set up so things fall into place and just move smoothly with alternative plans. Something's a little too crowded there, plan B, we just keep moving.
I love that. So
Yeah.
all right, there's some synergy. Would you have any questions you want to ask that as we've been talking about?
No.
I do have a couple that I wanted to ask. I just didn't want to make it seem like I'm talking for my mom the whole time. But I'm curious, as you know how close me and my mom are, how do you feel about a mom and a son being partially codependent on one another?
I'm not a clingy mentality person. Space is valuable. You've got two people sharing time with each other, and each person has to have their own strengths, their own energies, and time away, so the time together is a little bit even more valuable than it was apart.
We don't think it's an unhealthy,
Yeah.
unhealthy codependent.
No, we're grown adults wearing matching onesies as we're talking to you right now. Nothing's unhealthy about it at all, right?
And I hate to do this. Time to go. Bye-bye.
Is he off?
Okay, Bachelor number 1 made a drastic exit, but in the name of show business and in Hollywood, the show must go on. So we are going to bring on Bachelor number 2. We got Barbchelor number 2, Mr. Rich. Everybody will get to see the compare and contrast between the two. Please welcome to the Barbchelor, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
My heart just started pounding. I'm getting nervous already.
I mean, I was getting nervous. I said, Rich is looking good. I mean, I don't know. Rich is appeasing to the straights, the gays. I mean, we got a heartthrob on here today.
We shall see, I guess.
Listen, he's a modest guy. He's going to play humble, but we have gotten a little info and bio of Rich. Rich is a nice, handsome bachelor, 38 years old in Los Angeles, California. If you haven't seen, he's got the modeling career to back it up. We got to throw one of your old modeling pictures up.
No, do not.
But
he didn't sign the release for that.
Yeah, he didn't sign the release for that. But I was like, he's got the credentials to back it up. He's a man living in the Hollywood Hills. You know, we love that for Barb, for a potential man. So we got some good criteria that we're working here with. So, okay, Rich, my mom, this is your first time meeting her, Barbara, that's Rich, Barbara.
Hi,
and
pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
So Rich, fabulous. Oh, look, he said you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
I had to go out and before this, I had to get Barb flowers. So
they smell beautiful.
Just send me your address so I can send them over to you.
Wait, did you really buy fresh flowers for that?
Of course I did. Are you
Get
kidding
the fuck
me?
out.
I'm a gentleman.
He really.
Oh, that's so sweet.
He's a Southern gentleman too. Can we add that in? He's from Texas, right?
From Texas, yeah.
You know how those Texas boys get down. Exactly.
Wow.
He's a cowboy in LA. That's what it is.
I don't know if she was impressed by that.
So, Rich, okay. I wanted to ask a couple questions. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty and we're going to understand it. So, Rich.
Questions make me nervous.
Let's go.
Listen, Rich is in the driver's seat. He got the flowers ready to go. Rich, this is metaphorically speaking, if you're going on a date with my mom, right? Okay. Rich picks you up, mom. You guys hit it off at the next date. When is it too soon to sleep with each other?
Oh, we're jumping in. Okay.
When is it too soon, or when do you think? I mean, that's the thing.
I want to hear what Rich had to say because I'm curious to his take on this. So when is it too soon to say? Are you a first dater? Like what? I mean, if you do it first date, are you okay with that, Rich?
Way too polite for that.
I think that depends on Barb. You know, we go to dinner. We're obviously hitting it off. You know, I'm sober, so I'm not drinking, but maybe Barb has a glass of wine or two.
She'll join you in the sobriety thing. She's down with that. She loves the not drinking moment. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
That actually, you won her over with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
She loves
romantic night, drinking some mocktails, you know, we're getting a little touchy feely, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's a nice kiss at the end of the night. Maybe Barb invites me in. I don't know, but I think it all depends.
Yeah, I do too.
Now,
I don't think you can ever set that in stone. I think that's something that's a chemistry thing of where you guys are. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't prepare it. You can't. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking as a Southern gentleman, how do you feel about being with a woman who maybe only has a body count of one person? Is that intimidating? Does that make you like be curious of how you would navigate that? Like, how do you feel as a man to pursue that?
You know, I definitely don't see it as a negative by any means.
Of course, yeah.
Obviously, she's got good morals. Not that someone else doesn't, and she's picky. So if she does invite you in, you know that means there's a reason, and she really likes you.
Rich is saying all the stuff that he's
I know.
Probably like ready to make up for some lost time. So things get crazy pretty quick.
Exactly. See, he's thinking that way instead of like, oh, geez. Good
So
job.
you don't think that's a red flag energy? Like personally, if someone's like, oh, I only slept with one person and they were in like a marriage, is that a red flag to you?
No, but not by any means. I mean, I am hoping she wasn't cheating on her husband the whole time and has a
She was
huge
thought and
family.
bopping. Yeah, she was
So,
passing
no,
around.
not a red flag at all. Yeah.
Now, Rich, what's your credit score like? No, I'm just
No.
We're repairing it at the moment, but
yeah. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Speaking of like bills, like, okay, so you're taking your time on the date, reason into it, you're picking Barb up, there's some Taylor Swift bumping, maybe
yeah.
you get a kiss, maybe get some hand holding. What do you think about this? About if you ask my mom out, do you split the bill?
Oh God, no.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
You'd be surprised.
Even if Barb asked me out, we're not splitting the bill. It's like, no.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah, if I'm out with a pretty woman like Barb, I'm making sure I'm paying, you know?
That's good point. Good point.
I do like that. Well,
Yeah.
I want to fast forward. So like say you guys are thriving in a relationship. My mom is still in bed after 10 a.m. on the weekend to catch up on so much R&R.
Right.
Are you joining her? Or are you getting her out of bed? Like, is that something that you're like, I can't, that's a deal breaker? Someone's in bed after 10. What does that look like to you?
Oh God, no. No judgment on that. I think it's very warranted. I know she's a nurse and works hard during her shifts, I'm sure. So some time to relax and have personal time is very much needed.
Yeah.
And it's like that's just bonus time to be in bed with a beautiful woman. So
There you go. That's a
complain about that.
well, that's where I was going to transition to the next thing. Are you a person, are you into love making in the morning or love making at night?
You know.
You go first because Barb already told me what it is. And I'm gonna have her say it on here again. But
Oh man.
or actually, Mom, why don't you go? You go.
First.
It's not, I mean, that's not how you asked it. But
Yes,
I
I
was
did.
saying I was more a morning person.
How did Paul ask it before?
I think I've asked it like that, but she's just playing shy now. But I think I did say that.
Oh, I thought it would be a lot more like
Oh, like, or how do you like to spit it, Mom? Like, what's the way you like to put it down?
No, God,
No,
no.
I was actually a little bit more polite with my question to her. I said, Mom, how do you like to, lay it down and shoot your shot, spit your game, do your thing with your man, morning or night? And clearly that makes sense. She's in bed sometimes when she can till 10 a.m. So, I mean, works in her favor.
There's nothing wrong with being well rested
and being ready to go.
Prepared, ready to go in the morning. Yeah, if I have to say morning, but there's nothing wrong with like a wonderful night out and
Of course.
nightcap as well. But
Of course.
You were giving me night energy, Rich.
Yeah.
You weren't giving me morning.
Like I used to be 100% a night person, and now I'm learning to be a morning person. So now I would say more like mornings, but like if you asked me a year ago, it would be 100% be evenings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see. Maybe that's why I think
I guess I'm verse though. You can,
He's a verse queen. We love to see it in the gay community. Go off. Go off. Well, listen, since we're in this landscape, no pun intended, in terms of manscaping, Rich, what, because we got to get down to the nitty gritty. Is it forest-like? Is it desert-like, which means bare, or is it a garden where there's some tender love and care there, but it's still maintained appropriately? Where are we falling into that?
I knew I was going to have a date with Barb tonight, and I took my time getting ready, did some manscaping. So,
so it's a garden. It's a garden.
Garden means
like a little, like you're there. It's still there, but you're maintaining it. Desert, it's gone.
Oh, desert.
Hey, okay, we got a desert. Barb, are we into deserts?
Sure.
Yeah, she's into it.
Okay,
Barb, are you a desert right now?
Well, that's for the show.
That's for me to find out later, Paul.
That's right. That's the surprise.
Oh, that's my girl right here.
Listen, she's
guessing.
She's gonna keep you on your toes.
Exactly.
Rich. So I don't know how your past experience has been with women with children that
Mhm.
could probably be close, could be like a sibling to you in age-wise, you know? We're not far off from each other.
Right.
If you were to come into our lives under, you know, the stipulation that you were with my mom, how do you feel about a grown-ass son calling his mom morning, noon, night, multiple times a day? Where do you feel that falls into?
You know? I mean, I think the question more is like, how are you gonna feel when she stops answering? Because we're getting so intimate now. And also, how are you gonna feel when you have to start calling me daddy? Like, that's the real question.
I was gonna say, listen, I don't
Love
have
that answer.
I was gonna say, are you ready for me to call you daddy? Because I mean, I'm locked in. I said, Rich is the guy. I mean, I think we found a winner right here. But
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
You know? So, if
I
you're okay with it, I'm okay with it.
He
but
might start
Like
calling you as much as he calls me.
I know, yeah. Do you want to sign up for this? You might be getting more phone calls from me than you'd
I didn't
like.
even think about that. Like, you have to have my phone number if me and your mom are exclusive?
Yeah, I need to know. You need to share location with me. How about that?
You know, as long as I get a onesie and
Yeah, as long
then we can start having some conversations, you know?
Before we let you go, Rich, I realistically want to know what kind of woman are you looking for? And I'd love for my mom to go next about what kind of man she's looking for. Like, what really are you looking for?
You know, I'm also getting back into the dating scene and kind of filling things out. Yeah, kind of where I am, a woman that is ready to settle down, start a family. Whether she has kids or not, that's totally okay.
Are you okay if like you meet a woman, but like my mom, I think like her shit's is gone. Like, I don't like she got a hysterectomy, so like it's
Yeah.
out. Like, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you fall in love, you fall in love.
Uh-huh.
So from there, you kind of figure out what's best for both of you. So putting pressure on it up front of like, oh no, I have to have 4 children and do
Yeah.
this, do that, I think limits you like crazy.
Mom, that's kind of not too far off. I mean, I don't think she's looking for kids right now, but you would be open to somebody who had kids though.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I
so
kind of expect that, you know? Yeah.
I think next episode, it's
gotta-
after me and Barb have hung out a couple of times and we're kind of like grilling you on how you're going to handle me and your mom dating.
There you
Well,
go.
you know what we need to do is that next time Barb's in LA, we need to get something
Us
of
a
you guys
picture or
together.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been asking for years.
Okay. Well, next time
You're
she's
like, oh, my mom's coming in town. And I'm just like, crickets. Like, okay, I'm waiting. All
I'm
right.
here for it. He's a true Southern gentleman with pubic hair that is non-existent, and he's going to show up with roses and really flatter my mom, complimenting her age, and that's all we can ask for.
You know, I just can't wait till the second date. So we'll see what the
Right.
future holds.
I mean, yeah, this is kind of like a coffee vibe. So next time, I mean, he's going to pick you up with Taylor Swift in his pickup truck. I mean, God knows where it's going to go from there. So
Maybe we'll go to Malibu.
There you go, Rich.
All right. We two stay
All
out
right.
of trouble.
all right, you
Alright,
too,
bye, Rich.
Rich Hill. Okay, girl, how you feeling?
I think that I'm just done with it all, to be honest.
Wait, what do you mean? You what? Hold. She did not pull a housewives move and walk off. You're kidding me, Mom. I'm calling this bitch. Hold on. Yo, is she serious? What just happened? I'm genuinely at a loss for words. Barb is, this was a lot for my mom. We're gonna have to figure out what exactly happened. I am her child, so by nature, she's a very sensitive human, and I feel really horrible that I really curated this whole season to make her feel good about herself, and I feel like this all kind of backfired. I feel like she feels stupid that she put herself out there, and I really feel like I'm partially to blame for this, and feel really bad because I wanted to do this in a loving place of supporting my mom, and I know she feels the love, but I feel sad that she feels maybe, like, stupid, and I don't want her to feel that way. This might be the first time this episode that and the whole "Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom" podcast that this is a to be like, we're not getting the clicking of the phone and the "Bye, call you," like, this is I'm gagged right now, and I'm talking to myself. This is nuts. So, uh, we we have another episode next week. I'm still planning to show up for next Monday, as we always do. Please join us next week. I'll be here at least, and we'll see what happens.